Hello, my name is Faith Laurie Davios. Many know me just as Faith Laurie, and I am the founder of CW Incorporate Enterprise LLC, which stands for Christ Walkers Incorporate Enterprise LLC. Thank you so much for taking this time out of your day to even view this application. I'm very, very grateful. A little bit about my organization. The vision started back in 2019 and it came into fruition in 2021. Now, during that process, it was a little interesting. I wasn't really sure on how to really get the ball rolling, so I did what pretty much any entrepreneur would do. You just take on any task. I I'm a former model, actress, and writer, and so all of the things I just utilize those services, consulting, making content for other businesses, making their ads, their flyers, and all of the things, their commercials, and all the way to custodial work. and I just I did anything that I could put my hands to while working for a Fortune 500 company as an HR personnel. It was live. And I don't know any other word to use to describe what those years were like. In 2023, I decided to go ahead and branch out. I did start my nonprofits. One is a maternity home for expectant mothers who are fleeing from a domestic violent household, or maybe they don't have the resources to carry their child full term and they need a home. That is what that nonprofit is for. And the second one is for young men who are in elementary and middle school who live in a single parent home and they don't have a father in the house and they need that leadership. That is what that organization is for, and all funds are paid for, so the mother, doesn't have to. As a former single mother, I thought that it was very, very important to give back even while I was a single mother, but I understood the impact that even just getting additional help for your child can be. And so that is why I started that. Now, in 2023, several things happened. The nonprofits, the business. I decided, hey, I'm going to branch out, take a leap of faith, no pun intended. And on top of that, I got married. So it was it was a roller coaster of things. Several things happened in 1 year, and it was awesome. It was great. And so I envisioned my 2024 year to be nothing less than spectacular, nothing less than me walking into businesses and shaking an owner's hand and doing business and, you know, creating long lasting uh, relationships. But this is going to be a little vivid what I'm about to show you. But I felt like it was important for me to show you these images. So 2024 was my year, but not the way that I thought it was going to be. I was sick. Um, I was bedridden on and off. My skin was falling off of my skin, literally. And I just didn't know what to do. If you can imagine what it's like dealing with that and um, not knowing what's going to happen, are you going to die and all of those things, I had those thoughts. I was very worried and I decided that maybe business is not for me. um, I didn't even know if I was even going to look like this. I literally, through prayer, I was able to create a formula to help heal my skin. And that's how I'm able to talk before you right now. It's only by the grace of God. And with that, I also made some changes with my focus. My focus has been reconstructed into mainly assisting organizations, whether big or small, who have high turnover, helping them to realize that they can have a strategic approach to obtaining and sustaining great talent. I do believe that all employees have awesome potential, um, but not all the time is it reflected. It's not always reflected with their actions, or even the actions of the staff. And with my expertise as an Agile Scrum Master and soon to be coach, and also my HR expertise, I have grown to understand that it's not always a one size fits all. So, with my approach, I do it holistically. That is my word that I like to use, because it's not going to be a one size fits for every organization. And I understand that. So, I integrate myself with the organization that I am assisting, and I see where the holes are, and I elaborate and work with the team to figure out a way to fill those holes. And so the company entirely can grow. Now, as you can see on my application, I did relaunch this year in March. And so I'm just getting started, and I'm not going to be like, yeah, this is my year, but I am putting um, I'm putting the work in, and I just need additional funding with that. Now, the goal is to utilize the $25,000 to assist in training, not just for myself, but to also bring on another personnel onto the team, to further assist and be more dedicated with the roles. Also, it is to assist with travel expenses while we branch out and go to different locations and surrounding areas. Lastly, 10% of the proceeds that you provide for funding will be tithed into the community. I will be conducting and curating an event for whichever community is chosen, to provide physical essentials and resources to those that are in need. And I'm very, very excited about that, because I absolutely love giving back. And I just wanted to say, more than anything, this opportunity would help us, my organization, and even others, to continue building and help with creating meaningful change, not just in this organization, but in others that I am able to impact. Thank you so much for your consideration and your time. I hope that you have a blessed rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever time it is on your way. Thank you so much for taking this time out of your day.